My name is Ben Gorodetsky, and I'm a moron, but I'm also the coach of a sketch comedy team here at Improv College. And you have tuned in to the Summer Shimmer Festival, which is our end of season extravaganza, where we celebrate the amazing work of our students who have been improvising and writing and creating all sorts of delightful comedy and storytelling and theater throughout the year online for you, the internet. This show is not improvised, though, of course, the name of our school is Improv College. This is a written sketch show. And it's also a part of the Summer Shimmer Festival. We've been doing shows all year long, but this is a special show because it's celebrating the achievements of our students, but it's also an enormous fundraiser for the Legacy of Hope, which is a national Indigenous charitable organization with the mandate to educate and create awareness and understanding about the residential school system. So we ask, if you are watching this show and you are able, we encourage you to make a $10 donation to the Legacy of Hope. So that's legacyofhope.ca. They're doing extraordinary, important work always, but especially in these wretched, turbulent, and truly ugly times that we're living through the discovery and reminder of the murderous genocidal legacy of the government of so-called Canada and the residential school blight on the history of Indigenous settler relations in this country. I encourage you to get educated and to donate to Legacy of Hope. I also want to acknowledge that I'm broadcasting to you live from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada, which is a part of the Upper Canada Treaty along the Haldimand Tract, along the Grand River. This is the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee, the Anishinaabe, and the Neutral peoples. And those people have been telling stories and continue to tell stories on this land for thousands of years before my uninvited settler ass arrived here, and will continue to do so in spite of the genocidal intent of the church and of the government here in Canada. And so I want to thank those old storytellers for fighting for their stories and for the amazing variety and breadth of stories that have been told on this land. Funny stories, dramatic stories, romantic stories, epic stories, simple stories, and everything in between. There is an amazing texture of human experience that is reflected through those stories. And we are playing a tiny little small part, continuing that storytelling tradition through this sketch comedy. So we want to thank the storytellers that came before us as uninvited guests on this land. Like I said, this is not improv. We are not making this up off the tops of our heads. This is a written show that the team, which is called New Baby, has written in the course of a 3-week cycle. We make a brand new show every 3 weeks where they come up with ideas, write them down, rehearse them, and then finally perform them for you on the 3-week cycle. It's my pleasure to coach this team, and you're in for a treat today because this is not a regular show. This show has been created under the brilliant umbrella of non-human characters. We felt like people have been taking up too much space for too long. We wanted to blast open the comedic possibilities of non-human characters. And so every single one of these sketches you're going to see here today features a character that comes from a non-human place. Interpret that however the hell you will. These sketches are going to blow your mind, and that's a fact. So without any further ado, I want you to go absolutely hog wild for New Baby presenting non-human characters.
Here we are on a mysterious island with giant insects. What else will we discover?
Wow, look at the giant mammal. I believe it's a Bradypus variegatus,
A what?
a giant three-toed sloth.
We should capture more than just a photo. We should bring this back to New York.
Great idea. It'll be so easy to catch since it doesn't really move around.
Thank you for coming to our show here in New York, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you the greatest thing your eyes have ever beheld. He was a king and a god in the world he knew. But now he comes to civilization, an exotic captive, a show to gratify your curiosity. Ladies and gentlemen, look at Big Sloth, the eighth wonder of the world.
I'm Kristen Bell, and I'm crying.
Brace yourselves as Big Sloth feasts upon hibiscus flowers.
It's like chocolate, but for sloths.
You're right, Kristen Bell.
I'm weeping right now.
Oh no, Kristen Bell, the sloth is attracted to your tears.
I've had them genetically modified to be a natural pheromone for sloths.
Oh no, the sloth is slowly approaching you.
Here we are at the Empire State Building where Big Sloth is making his ascent. It was very easy to evacuate the whole building. Many people leisurely strolled down the stairs. Well, here's an Empire State Building employee now.
Yeah, I even bought a pastry on the way down, an apple strudel.
A great choice. Well, it is believed that Kristen Bell has nestled herself into the sloth's moss blanket of a back and will not let it go. A great joke because Kristen Bell is in that Frozen movie. In fact, the main terror plaguing the country right now is that if Kristen Bell does not let it go, she will not be able to record for Frozen 3, sending parents and guardians everywhere into a blithering panic. Here are two parents now. Horrifying. 10 hours later. Well, the big sloth is that's still at the base of the Empire State Building, having made very little effort to move up, and Kristen Bell has finally cried herself to sleep. Airplanes will shortly be taking Big Sloth back to their home. Kristen Bell will be taken to a hydration tank to replenish her tears. And parents, don't you forget you can check out classics like Beauty and the Beast on Disney Plus until she returns. Till next time, New York.
Oh, Robert, those gents, the Ghostbusters, they're closeth.
How can thou art be so sure, Teresa?
I don't know, instinct. I can feel it in my,
Where doth thou feeleth it?
I can feel it in my bones.
But, Teresa, thou don't hast any bones.
And you don't have a sense of humor.
So you're saying that these UFOs could potentially be flown by aliens?
Yes, we have had many UFO sightings recently, and we can't rule out that these are beings from other planets. These UFOs are very possibly spacecrafts.
Wow. Do you think it's likely that these are alien life forms?
It's too early to tell right now, but we live in a vast universe filled with many other planets, and we intend to further explore the possibility of life outside of Earth.
And what makes you think that there could be life outside this planet?
There are many reasons. Aliens could have already been to Earth, but they weren't interested in us, or they deemed us too primitive to communicate with.
Interesting. So you're saying that alien life forms could be so advanced that they don't even bother with us?
Exactly.
Carol, did you take my ectoplasm? I can't find my ectoplasm.
I told you I'm busy. I don't know what happened to your ectoplasm. I'll help you find it when I'm done.
Okay, but this is getting ridiculous. Please respect my belongings.
Oh, what was that?
That's my roommate, Steve. He can be so annoying sometimes.
He said his ectoplasm is missing. What is that about?
I don't know. He's a weird guy. I'm trying to get my own place, but this city is so expensive. Anyway, as I was saying before, there is a large possibility that aliens exist due to the vastness of the universe, but we are yet to encounter any other intelligent life forms.
Are there any other technologies we can use to further explore the universe for intelligent life?
We are already using electromagnetic radiation to monitor for signs of life or civilization in the universe.
That is fascinating.
What the hell? My nutrient serum is almost empty. I told you not to touch my nutrient sources. My nutrient levels are lower than normal. You know I get cranky when my nutrient levels drop.
Stop interrupting! I told you I'll deal with it when I'm done.
Stop lying and stealing. You're giving a bad reputation to your species. Don't test me. I wasn't joking around when I said I would make the sun explode if you keep getting on my nerves.
I'm so sorry. He is such a bad roommate, always interrupting.
You said you're giving a bad name to your species.
Yeah, he's a quirky guy. That's Steve. Haha. I really need to get my own place. Roommates suck.
You're the head of the CIA. Why do you have a roommate?
I know, right? I just went through a divorce and the housing market is crazy. But so the electromagnetic radiation scans the universe.
Okay, I've had it. You broke my defecation tubes. This is it. Initiate destruction sequence.
What does that mean?
I don't know. That guy's so dramatic. Do you know anybody who's looking for a roommate?
I don't think that's appropriate to discuss right now, but you're still saying that we haven't found alien life?
It's not conclusive, okay? There's a possibility that alien life exists, but we don't know yet.
Why won't you tell them about me? Are you ashamed of me?
This is over. Cut the cameras. This is over.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to WSCP 93.3 The Scoop. I am your host, Brandon Bardo, and we are the only local radio station that cannot afford an engineer. All right, let's see what we got today for the ad copy. And I am not thrilled, but we've picked up a new sponsor, and a representative is coming on to talk to us about the product today. So please get ready to hear from caramels that look like nipples. Really? Okay. Please welcome Miss Nadia Rosenbilt, owner and proprietor of Caramels That Look Like Nipples.
Well, hello. Don't you just look like a hard worker?
Very strange way to open. Now, could you tell us more about your caramels that look like nipples?
Yes, they're exactly what they sound like.
Care to elaborate?
What? You've never heard of a caramel?
This is a 3-minute segment.
My caramels that look like nipples are the perfect pick you up. Try one.
I'm good.
Come on.
No, I had a big lunch.
You sure?
Tuna panini, massive.
Mhm.
I couldn't.
They're 100% organic.
What's in them? For the listeners, you just shrugged?
You should really try one.
Ingredients?
Oh, delectable, succulent, salty sweet confection. One suckle
Please stop.
will wash away your cares. You'll feel like a new you. Your troubles will melt away, and you'll be completely in my thrall for all eternity.
Did you say thrall?
No,
You did.
did not.
He did.
Thank you. Tamarin, our intern, for those listening. And thank you, because I feel like that's the thing a witch would say.
Who's ever heard of a witch?
You'd be surprised.
Are you a witch?
No,
You sure? How sure?
a 6.
Out of 10?
About.
You're positive you're not a witch?
Yes.
You hesitated.
Which is why you shouldn't hesitate to try these tantalizing, never before seen caramels that look like nipples.
All right, what's going on here? The more I think about it, and I don't want to, I swear those already exist.
They're called milk duds.
I knew it. You are a witch and unoriginal.
I'm melting!
For the listeners, she just dissolved. Tamarin, I really hope we got paid in advance.
We did not.
Please get the mop.
Can I have these nipple sweets?
Yeah, go for what? Go nuts.
Robert, wake up! Wake up! It's those folk again.
What?
It's those folk again. Those Ghostbuster gents must be close by.
Again? Don't tell it me. In thy bones once more.
No, it's different this time. I can feel it in mine. How do you say? In my...
Whither, Teresa, whither?
It's at the tip of my tongue.
But Teresa, thou don't have the tongue.
And your jokes have no taste!
One, two, one, two,
Hey, Madame Twinkletooth! Madame Twinkletooth!
two.
Oh, MacGuffin, it's you. I told you should stay away. You're not allowed to be near me.
But I love you. I love you, Madame Twinkletooth.
Oh, perish the thought. I am a pure breed. You know that. What would Cesar Milan say?
Isn't love enough? And the fact that my glands haven't popped yet.
You know, I love you, MacGuffin. I still think about that rainy night by the dumpster where you stuck your nose in my ass. But I would lose my place at the Westminster dynasty.
Listen, I may not know much about this world and your fancy contests. I only know about how to bend the right way to scratch your ass on the pavement, the exact best time to eat your own shit, and how to scare white ladies in rich neighborhoods. But one thing I do know is that this little mutt heart of mine beats for you, Twinkletooth.
If I weren't in this stroller, I'd run off with you ignorantly across the highways. But you know that I have an obligation. I can only be with other pure breeds, like Master Poppington Palsworth III.
What? That pure breed puffball over this mass of mixed breed mystery meat?
Oh, I'm sorry, MacGuffin. I have to bear his babies. We are at the whims of breeders. We are but products to be displayed and turned into meat-making machines for the man. I'm sorry, MacGuffin.
Madam Twinkle-Toot, swear on my tail, I'll come for you and... Ooh. Hello.
You dog!
Teresa! Oh, Teresa!
Oh, what's wrong, Robert?
We better hide. The Ghostbuster gents aren't nearby.
Don't tell it me. You can feel it in thy mind.
I can feel it in my soul.
We don't have the soul. Wait.
Oh, hasta la vista, suckers!
All right. Thank you for attending the monthly We're Here Because We Care Where Animal Congregation. For those who are attending for the first time, I'm Felicity, Where Cat, and current head of the association. Thank you. Today we will start by opening the floor to some concerns from our members. Yes, Peter.
Do you have any updates about them letting me be part of Twilight yet?
Sorry, Peter. It just doesn't make sense to have vampires battling were-rabbits. It's not that intense.
I want to be...
What about me? Aha.
For the last time, Brunella, they won't replace actual vampires with werebats. It's just not as impressive if you can't turn back into a human at will.
Oh, snapperoonie!
I won't stand for this were eraser.
Yes, Moby.
I'd like to reinstate my request for a pool, or maybe a tub in the dorms. I just don't like transforming on dry land.
I understand. Flopping around as a werewolf must get so uncomfortable. I've spoken to the landlords.
I guess it's not going well.
Snappadocious!
Okay, this is enough. I'm tired of the were erasure. The werewolves get all the attention and privilege. Meanwhile, we're stuck here with our crap meetings with crap coffee and not getting cast in movies. And no one is aware of us. This is bullshit. No offense, Toro.
None taken.
Okay, Methuselah. I know you're upset you didn't get cast in Nicki Minaj's Anaconda music video. That was going to be a big break for all of us. But maybe we need to take representation into our own paws, claws, and hooves. If we don't see scripts with animal-human hybrids that look like us, did we write those scripts?
Yeah. She's right.
If we don't have infrastructure that accommodates our needs, then we demand them or we build them.
Yeah.
And if they don't hear our meows and roars and moos, then we say it louder.
Snapple a canola, snap, crackle, and pop. Snapple of my eye, Snapple bottom jeans, snap snore by Snapple.
Oh
snap
my God,
pink snapper and the
Cornelius.
snaplings.
If you don't stop it with the snaps, you'll go from were crab to was a crab. Yeah, so I really don't know.
Doesn't that mean you'll have to ask him?
I hadn't thought about that.
You'll have to go down there.
He's just my roommate. Sure, we don't talk, but it won't be that bad, right?
I don't know. Good luck.
Okay, great. Melchior?
Poison, the light.
It is pitch black in here, and it smells like fungus. You lit a torch? That's a fire hazard.
What do you want?
I came down because I had to ask you about, oh my God, is that a cup of piss?
Is a piss cup?
Oh my God, that's right next to an electrical outlet. Melchior, fire hazard.
No.
They're dead. Do I need to say it?
Leave us!
Fire hazard. And believe me, I want to. I just need to. I can see the smell of on those socks.
Gotta have nasty socks. Nasty socks.
Why gotta have nasty socks?
Corner dirt and floor oil form protective layer. Keep feet clean. Last week, cum pit overflowed into koi pond.
I don't want to ask the questions I have in my head.
Well, where else am I supposed to watch Bang Bros and Jordan Peterson lectures?
Okay, Melchior, and that is literally a half-eaten human arm? Oh, yeah. There's a bite out of it. Jesus Christ, Melchior, you killed a man?
Get up!
No. You need to know.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hey,
So, did you talk to him?
he's dead.
I mean, I guess that's one way to tell him you're moving out.
God, I'm gonna have to clean this. Do you know how to get rid of a body?
I got you.
everybody, let's go ham for new baby. Come on out of my stage, y'all. Let's all introduce ourselves and say where in the world we're zooming from today.
Hello, I am Carl. Oh,
You go first.
I'm Carl. I'm zooming from this part of the world in Manila, Philippines, where it's 4 in the morning, almost 5 in the morning. Woohoo!
Hello, I'm Sarah, and I am zooming from Montreal.
I'm James. I'm zooming from an Airbnb in Ottawa, but normally from Montreal.
Hi, I'm Morgan, and I'm zooming from Edmonton, Alberta.
Hi, I'm Ben, and I'm in Vancouver.
Woohoo! And I'm also zooming in from Manila in the room next to Carl.
So that is our show, my friends, but that is not the end of the festival. There is going to be a whole bunch of shows happening all through the evening right here on this same place on Capital T, the Capital I Internet. Next up at the top of the hour at 5 o'clock Eastern, whatever o'clock, wherever you are, is the Mix and Match, which is players from all the different house teams, the improv teams, the sketch teams, the dramatic improv, narrative improv, all the niche subdivisions we have are all mixing up and playing scenes together. So you should tune into that starting in 19 scant minutes. As well, if you loved New Baby, and I bet your butt you did, we've got one more show as part of our regular season. And that's coming up in 3 weeks' time, exactly same time, same place. And it's going to be a mix of the best sketches from the whole season that they've done over the last like 21 weeks. Mixed with some brand new stuff. So it's going to be like vitamin C, like graduation. As we go on, we remember all the times we've had together. As well, if you're watching this being like, man, I should be writing sketch comedy, you can, and you should indeed. So apply. There's going to be new sketch teams formed. It comes September. So start pulling your package together. If you've ever written any sketches, start arranging those and submit them. I'd love to work with you. I'll be coaching again. That's happening at the launch of the next season. As well, there's a few other classes that are being offered by Improv College through the summer months. But also, hot tip from me to you, get outside, absorb some vitamin D, and like live your freaking life. You deserve it, darn tootin'. We've been New Baby, and this is all right. See ya at Summer Shimmer for the rest of the weekend. Woo!